Survival games are some of the most played games I've ever played. You can tell from my Arc play time, which doesn't include the other platforms that I played the game on. But enough about a flat screen game, this is a VR channel. Now imagine the most immersive VR survival experience, and no, not like Vivecraft or something like Valheim, let's think apocalyptic. Some horror elements, and a little bit of the sheer terror that the victims of Chernobyl disaster had. Add that chemical X called virtual reality, and we get into the Radius VR. Hello and welcome back to the cesspool that is this channel, named after the Soul Overlord, me, SoulBC, otherwise known as the Soul, the Big Chicken, because I'm a big chicken when it comes to this horrifying game. If you find this video insightful, or if you enjoyed it at any point in time, be sure to leave a like and hit that big red button to set off the reactor and send me back to oblivion. So first off, with any of my review videos, a synopsis. Into the Radius of VR is a single-player survival shooter in VR in 1987. The Pachorsk event, I think that's how you pronounce it, Pachorsk event changed the atmosphere of a small and quiet Soviet mining town, making it uninhabitable and destroyed like an atom bomb, similar to the little boy that just wiped it from the face of the earth. A dark ash floats in the air, and a red orb that looks like the eclipse from Berserk appears. Don't worry, you're already like Guts and your allies are gone, you are by yourself. And they don't plan to add multiplayer, so fair warning. It's a sad day, regardless. Anyway, by 2002, the United Nations Pachorsk, God, I can never pronounce that. The United Nations Pachorsk Special Committee, the UNPSC for short, administers the exclusion zone of the radius that is Pachorsk. Now, no one is allowed to enter other than UNPSC officials. The player, the Radius Explorer, finds themselves in the wasteland that is left behind and nearly desolated. You must use your weapons and your brains, even if it's a peanut like my own. Use it like you never have before. You're to fight and survive against the strangest and dangerous anomalies, humanoid entities, and little spider fucks that need to be eradicated because they just hop around everywhere, and holy fuck, it's kind of horrifying, especially when you don't expect it. Oh, fucking holy shit, fucking cock and balls. Fucking asshole. You actually go fuck yourself. Fucking dick. Collect artifacts and find a way out of the Radius. Now, I'm going to be frank, this is by far one of the best VR games I have ever played. I played it briefly with its full release a long time ago, but version 2 and on has made it impeccable, an absolute menace in the VR gaming scene, and I say that with confidence. The level of immersion makes me want to bust with joy. You thought I was going to say dirty work, weren't you? No, joy. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and inject heroin. Not actually heroin, just saying it's just a joke. All to survive. You have to loot every nook and cranny for ammunition, foods, beverages, syringes, guns, and more. The Radius is miles long, filled with swamps, forest, and the crumbling industrial world. As you progress through the Radius, more anomalies and more dangerous enemies appear. As you accept missions, you must use your map and knowledge to travel the Radius safely, as every step can meet you with a state of peril like Chernobyl. The game houses so many features that you can get lost in while fearing for your booty's safety. Your ass is on the line here, just saying. While you're trying to keep your ass safe from the tendrils that are the webs or the hands of fragments and mimics, you can acquire an array of weaponry, get an arsenal, and slay those enemies. However, ammo is limited. Yes, you can purchase them, but not everyone has the funds. What's great about the gunplay into the Radius, though, is the fact that you have to manually load and unload magazines. This alone makes the gunfights more butthole pucker-inducing. My asshole has gotten clenched so many times when I streamed this game, it was nuts. Not only do you have to acquire the ammunition and preserve it, but you also have to preserve the conditions of the weapons. Clean it and make sure it is safe to use so you don't get shredded on the battlefield in the wasteland. Visuals truly give that apocalyptic feeling, especially giving that sense of dread. It portrays really well, and to pair it with the sound of the game is nuts. Chills would shoot through my entire body traversing the Radius. The squelching footsteps of the fragments, the mimics, although are the scariest in terms of sound, simply by mimicking children and horrifying events from the past.
Is Max coming out to play?
I don't like that. Especially when they're around but not in sight. It can really send shivers down your spine. I have gotten goosebumps the entire time when playing, encountering a mimic. The sound and music really set the atmosphere, which is everything to a game. It's truly a chilling and terrifying experience. The developers killed the sound design. In terms of performance, it really ran well for the most part. There were some points where the game would poop itself, yet overall it felt fine, especially with the latest beta update that added the FSR and DLSS features. Speaking of the most recent beta update, the highlight of that entire thing is probably the guitar. Play music in the radius, unleash your inner Nickelback or a mariachi. I did the mariachi because, you know, I am Hispanic. Anyway, the overall experience is beyond what I expected, especially with the full body IK, the immersive looting, the inventory management, the weaponry, the gunplay, the sound, and so much more. The game has so much to offer, and I'm only scratching the surface of what the game has to offer, and I am going to continue to play this game no matter what. I'm also going to state that the game is going to release on the Oculus Quest 2 in September, and I guarantee you that this will be one of the first games I'm getting on the Quest 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I got a Quest 2. More on that in another video though. The developers seem to really have a love for this gem of a game, and this is proof. The years of development and continuous updates. The game was released in 2019 for early access and is just getting better, clearly from the amount of effort they put into it. It is now 2022. That is a lot of effort for this one game, and beer enthusiasts like myself can appreciate that. So, moral of the story is, excellent job in the making of this game. Anyway, I love this game. I've been playing it on my stream here on YouTube, and it's just so damn good. So good that I want to play it off camera, but I want to save my experience for you, my subscribers. After watching this video, do you plan to play Into the Radius if you haven't played it yet? Do you want to get it on Quest 2 when it releases? Let me know. I want to thank my patrons and YT members as well for supporting me. You have given me more pride than you could ever know. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button so this can get to more viewers like yourselves, and it helps me fight those anomalies called the YouTube algorithm. If you're interested in other VR content as well as hilarity, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified of all my future videos. Don't forget to join the Soul Chamber, my Discord. There you'll also be notified and up to date with my content, and be notified of any future events I plan to carry out, like community streams and so on. You can also chat with myself and my fellow souls, whether it's about anime, art, or VR. Take a listen to the Compel Reality podcast if you want to hear VR scuff and news. And one last thing is to conquer your fears, step into that radius, and fight to keep your soul free.